Hello, welcome to Know Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jess, and today's practice is all about feeling good. Whether you've had a long, hard day at work, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or stressed, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit down, you're in a bit of a bad mood. Today's practice will be exploring some gentle twists and some balancing postures, hoping to re-level our energy and get us feeling good. So when you're ready, roll out your mat and I will see you there. Okay, so when you're ready, come down to a comfortable seat, whether that's in a cross-legged position like me, or you can sit on your knees or on a chair, or you can even lay down if sitting cross-legged is not available for you. Just resting your hands wherever feels comfortable, on the knees, in between the legs. You could have them down by your sides, whatever feels right for you in this moment. Just squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Drop the shoulders down. Close your eyes, settling in, bringing your awareness to your breath. Taking long, slow inhales through the nose and long, slow exhales out through your nose or mouth. You choose. Bringing yourself back to the present moment. Whatever sort of day you've had so far, just close the door. Listening to the sound of your breath, in and out. We're going to take 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. In your next inhale, we're going to breathe in through the nose, all the way to the top. And exhale out through the mouth. 2 more just like that. Inhaling. And exhale. Release. Let something go. One last time. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Gently start to open your eyes, coming back. Let's get started. So we're just going to start with a few gentle twists here. So we're going to take our right hand to our left knee and our left hand is going to go behind us. We're going to lift and bring our gaze over our left shoulder into the twist. So lifting up and over. Everybody take an inhale. And exhale, hold. Everybody inhale. And exhale, come back to center. We'll go through to the other side. So left hand to right knee this time. Right hand comes down behind you. Lifting up and twisting. Taking your gaze over your right shoulder this time. Think up and twist. Inhaling. Feeling your rib cage expand as you inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Left hand comes down onto the mat. We're going to lift our right hand up and over. Just find a side body twist here. Keeping weight in your right hip. Keep both hips even on the mat. Exhale, back to center. Right hand down on the mat this time. We lift the left hand up and over. Again, remembering to keep our hips heavy on the mat. Exhale, back to center. We're just going to do that one more time on each side. So left hand down, right hand lifts. Taking your gaze up to the sky. Spiraling the chest open. Settling in. Exhale, back to center. Right hand down on the mat. Lift the left hand up and over, opening through the chest. And exhale, back to center. Just resting the hands on the knees. We're just going to find some neck circles here. Very gentle, rolling from side to side. Careful not to crunch through the neck too much. Keep this nice and gentle and slow. Breathing deep. Nice. Head back to center. We're just going to take some cat-cows now. So coming onto our hands and knees. Knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, engaging through your core. So avoiding just letting that all hang down. We're going to pull it in and up, keeping that spine nice and neutral. Neck straight, looking straight down towards the mat. On your next inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the hips, open through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest, round through the spine. Press away from your yoga mat. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the hips, open the chest. Look forward. Exhale. We round through. Chin to chest. Tucking the pelvis in, pressing away from your yoga mat. Inhale. Lift the hips, drop your belly. Open your chest. Exhale, round through your spine, pressing away from your mat. Press your fingertips into the mat. Take the weight out of your wrists. Feel free to take some movements here of your own. Sort of bumping the hips from side to side, bending the elbows. Feel free to take a child's pose here if that's what you feel you need today. Moving over the wrists, warming everything up. Even moving through, finding a cobra. Or just sticking with your cat-cows if that's, again, what you feel like you need today. This is your practice. Do what feels right for you. Finding a neutral spine again. So again, we're pulling the pit of the belly in and up. We're pressing away from our yoga mat. Squeeze your fingertips into the mat. We're going to extend the right leg out behind you. So make sure your toes are facing the mat, flexing through that foot. We're going to inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, bring it in towards your chest, curving through the spine, bring your chin in. Squeeze, exhale, release everything back. Taking a deep inhale. Bend your right knee, bring it in towards your chest. Exhale. Inhale, extend your right leg out behind you. We'll just do one more on this side. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in, squeeze it in toward your chest. Squeeze, 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 and step that right foot forward. Find a low lunge on your right side. So low lunge on your right side, grounding down through all four corners of that right foot. Bringing the shoulders down and away from the ears. We raise the hands up. Take your gaze to the sky. And sink into that left hip. Coming back to your breath. Pressing into the top of your left foot for stability. We inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your hands down behind your back, interlace the fingers, and we open up through the chest. Lift your chin to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to hold. Find your balance. Find softness. Inhale. Exhale, we release. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Lift your back knee and step your right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Hold your plank pose for 5, 4, breathing deep, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knees back down, find your tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On your next inhale, we're going to extend the left leg behind us this time, left leg, pointing the toes down towards the mat, flexing through that foot. Careful not to open out through the hip too much. We want to keep our hips even, pressing into both palms evenly, squeezing our fingertips into the mat. We take an inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, squeeze it in towards your chest. Exhale. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it in. Squeeze. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And step that left foot forward. Low lunge on your left side. Be mindful to keep your knee over your ankle, your left knee over your left ankle. This will help you to stay balanced in this pose. Pressing into all 4 corners of your left foot and squeezing into the top of the right foot. Be surprised what a difference that makes. Bring the shoulders down and away from the ears as we rise up, lifting the hands. Take your gaze with you towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Lift your chest, lift your chin. And exhale. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, we bring the hands down and behind the back, finding our chest opener here. Lift your heart, lift your chin, take your gaze up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, we hold. Inhale. Exhale, we release. Bringing the hands down to the mat, we lift our back knee and step our left foot back to meet the right, find your plank pose. So squeezing the fingertips into the mat, pull the pit of your belly in and up. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Pressing the heels into the mat. Find some softness here, find some gentle movement, warming up. Spreading the fingertips wide, squeezing your fingertips into the mat. Take the weight out of your wrists, bending the knees, find length in your spine. Swaying the hips from side to side if that feels good. Pressing one heel down and then the other. Breathing deep, find your breath. Inhaling through the nose, out through the mouth. Just find stillness in your dog just for a moment. Feet hip width apart, bending through the knees. Close your eyes just for a second. Everybody inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, step or jump, float towards the front of the mat, forward fold. Relax the head. Clasp your opposite elbow with opposite hand and just hang heavy here. Drape your stomach over your thighs. Generous bend in the knees, swaying from side to side. Ground down through all 4 corners of your feet. Squeeze your toes into the mat. Grounding down. Release your hands down to the earth and just find a halfway lift. So sliding the hands onto the shins, tag the shoulders away from the ears, find a flat back, neck is straight. Exhale, we fold. Bend your knees, bring your hands forward and up, lifting up, extended mountain pose. Bring your gaze up towards your hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take a second here to land, to soften, to ground. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Relax your shoulders down. Inhaling. Exhale. Release your hands down by your sides. Tree pose. So we're going to start with our right foot as our standing foot. We're just going to lift up just onto the toes of our left foot here. So just lifting up onto the toes, bending through the left knee. We're just going to settle in here, find stability on the right foot. So spreading your right toes wide on the mat, really grounding down through that right foot. And then we're just very slowly going to start lifting our left knee, lifting, lifting, lifting. And then catching the left ankle, bringing it into the right thigh, opening out through the left hip. Find your focus, find your drishti, your focus. Something to gaze upon. Could be anything in front of you. If having your foot this high is too much for you, option to have it here on the inner calf, or you can simply keep the toes on the earth and have it balancing against your inner ankle if the balance is just not there for you today or you're not quite ready. Either way is perfect. So we're here, here, or here. Option to lift the hands up towards the sky. And option to challenge yourself and take your gaze elsewhere. So you could lift your chin, look towards the sky. Or you could even really challenge yourself and close your eyes. I don't know if I've got that kind of balance today, but let's give it a go. Why not? No. Not quite. We'll just take a few more breaths here. Settle in. Where can you soften? Where can you find length? Let's take one more breath together, inhaling through the nose. And exhale, release the left leg down. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, open the eyes. Let's find tree pose on our left foot as our standing foot this time. So, resetting, spreading the left toes wide on the mat, grounding down through all four corners. We're going to lift just the heel of the right foot for now, bending through the right knee, just finding that stability, just settling in, resetting. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly start to lift the foot off the mat, bending the knee, lift, 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 and catch the ankle. And bring your right foot into your left inner thigh, opening out through the right hip. Find your gaze, find your focus point, your drishti. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, find a softness here. Come back to your breath. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can move your gaze up or even try closing your eyes. Just keep to the breath. Take one more breath in together, inhaling. And exhale, release your foot down. Mountain pose. Just close your eyes. Take a second. Connect to your breath. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. On your next inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Find your extended mountain pose. Grab your left ankle, grab your left wrist with your right hand and lift up and over. So think about lifting and bending to the right. So you'll find a nice side body stretch on your left side. Opening up through the chest, careful not to lean forward too much. We really want to find a nice opening in the chest so you'll really feel that stretch. Exhale back to center. Take your gaze towards your hands. Grab your right wrist with your left hand this time and think up and over. Find your breath. Spiral the chest open. Close your eyes if that feels good for you. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Look towards your hands as you take a nice deep inhale. Find a small back bend here. Exhale, we forward fold. Everything down. Inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands on the mat, bend your knees, step back, plank pose. Chaturanga, leaning over the wrists, we lower our body down all the way to the belly. Find cobra, lift through the chest, open, lift your chin, inhale. Exhale, we lower, forehead to the mat. Curl the toes under and we'll find downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Three-legged dog on the right side. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze and step that right leg forward. Lower the left knee, find your low lunge. Raising the hands forward and up. We lift the chin, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Low lunge twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee and open out through to twist to the right hand side. Squeeze your fingers together, pressing into the palms, lifting. Think lift before you twist. Take your gaze past your right shoulder. Sinking into that knee, to that left hip. Inhale and exhale, we release. Lift the back knee, step the right foot back to meet the left plank pose. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Find an inhale and an exhale. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog on the left side. Take a deep inhale in. Bend your left knee, bring it in towards your chest. Squeeze it in towards your chest. Step that left foot forward. Low lunge on the left side. Pressing into the top of your right foot, we rise up. Hands come forward and up. Look towards the sky. Take your chest and your gaze with you. Ground down through all four corners of that left foot. Sinking into that right hip this time. Everybody take a big inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll find our twist on our left side this time. So right elbow to left knee. Right elbow to left knee. Squeeze the palms together as we lift and twist. Take your gaze past your left shoulder. Sinking into that right hip. Breathing deep, feel your ribs expanding. settle in. Bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat, framing the left foot. We lift the right knee, step the left foot back, plank pose. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down to the mat, forehead on the mat. Bring your hands down by your side so your palms are facing the mat. Locust pose. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the head, the shoulders, the chest off the mat, lift the hands off the mat, and then lift off with your feet as well. So lifting everything up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, exhale, we release. Locust pose, so we lift off again, inhale. Keep your neck straight, gaze straight down to the mat. Don't crunch through the back of the neck. Exhale, we release. Locust pose one last time. We lift off. Inhaling. Exhale. We hold. One last breath here. Inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, we release. Plant the hands underneath your shoulders. Just find a baby cobra. Exhale. Forehead down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, full cobra, lifting all the way up, opening through the chest. Exhale, release. Coming onto the knees, child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as your yoga mat, big toes to touch. Sink your hips back to your heels. Walk your hands forward all the way until your forehead finally meets the mat. Reaching the hands forward. Close your eyes. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day, in through the nose, and release out through the mouth. Find softness, find stillness. Listen to the sound of your breath. Lift your forehead, take your gaze towards your hands. We're going to lift our palms and our elbows off the mat so that we've got these sort of spider-like fingers here. Tag the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to walk our hands all the way to the right hand side and lower the forehead down. Side body stretch to the left. Inhale. Look forward, exhale. We walk all the way through center, all the way to the left hand side where we find our stretch on our right. So lowering the forehead down, find deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands all the way back through center and use your hands to press yourself up to a kneeling position. Bring the knees into touch and we come all the way up onto our knees. Curl the toes under for stability and bring your hands behind your back, squeeze the elbows together, open the chest, lift the chin. We're going to find camel pose here. So gently lifting the chest up, take your gaze to the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades together, inhale. Exhale, we hold. Inhale to lift. Find length. Exhale, we come forward. We'll find one more camel pose. Option to take your hands down to your heels if your back has the flexibility. So there's two options here. You can keep your hands on your lower back, or you can take your hands down towards your heels. You can take one at a time, like this. Or you can take both hands down and lift up. Whichever feels right for you. So when you're ready, let's take a deep inhale together and exhale. Find your back bend. Pushing the hips forward, engaging through your core. Keep your gaze on the ceiling. Careful not to crunch through the back of the neck. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. We release. Taking your hips down onto your heels, find your child's pose just for one breath. So walk the hands forward, forehead to the mat. Reset. Inhale, look forward towards your hands. Coming up into tabletop position, curl the toes under and find your downward facing dog. So lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look toward your hands, step to the front and take a seat. Cross-legged on the knees. Close your eyes, rest your hands on your knees. Back to the breath. Relaxing through your shoulders. We'll close this practice today with just 3 breaths together. So keep your eyes closed. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. When you're ready, we'll inhale. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it out your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One last one. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this practice has helped make you feel a little bit better and you'll be jumping off your mat in a better mood than you were at the beginning. Enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you soon. Thank you again.